Mr. Booth, members of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Packard, parents, the greater Brooks community, and the graduates of 2012. I am honored to be here today. Honored to have been chosen by my classmates, and honored to be given this opportunity to address you. Because I am not the head prefect, nor the president of the student government, nor the captain of a team. I have not seen much of the limelight. I am a student who worked hard, who hustled, who enjoyed hanging out with his friends, and who flew under the radar while doing many of these things. I am particularly honored to be here today because my presence on this stage was not inevitable. In fact, my path to this moment has been long and a little bumpy, and took me through the dean's offices more than once. But in the process, I came to really love being a part of Brooks. I was inspired to be a member of this community, and this inspiration was found in you, my classmates, dorm mates, teammates, and teachers. The wise William Parker of the class of 2011 said it best. Sometimes, the mark of maturity and an understanding of ourselves is when we begin to notice and admire people our own age, along with the adult role models that surround us. My appreciation of what Brooks had given me and the fullness of my experience here did not come in a great moment of revelation, but swelled over time, more like the surge of a wave than being hit by lightning, and was formed by many small instances in our everyday interactions here at school. Let me give you an example of one of these small instances of inspiration. It was a warm Monday afternoon when I strolled into the coffee house at 12:42 p.m. I had to take a carefully planned route to English class, and I decided to take extra precautions by showing up close to the start of class. I continuously peered over my shoulder, but when I saw a friend in the portico, I dropped my vigilance and sauntered into the hallway. From behind me, I heard a quiet whisper, "You dead." I felt a cardboard knife slash across my throat, followed by a loud roar erupting throughout the portico. I had been assassinated, and I had lost the game, assassin. I was not disappointed to be terminated in the final round by Chad Rogers. In fact, it was an honor, considering that Chad will be attending the Naval Academy. 3 students had developed this competition, with its quirky rules and procedures, and over 80 students had participated. While it was short-lived, this inventive game created a bond among a variety of students, one of those many simple bonds of camaraderie at Brooks that I have come to value. We often get caught up in the details of our routines and spend some time complaining about them. But I came to be inspired by the routines of everyday school life, by the brilliance and talents of those around me. Take a typical Monday. I wake up early and descend to the Russell House showers, where I am greeted with the beautiful singing voices and whistles from Russell's finest. After a breakfast debate about the Celtics' performance from the previous night, I walk down Main Street to the link for Monday first period. During calculus, I am impressed by the ease at which Ryan Farmer demolishes the problems of the day. Our teacher loves problems that require unconventional thinking, and Ryan uses innovative methods to reach the answer before Mr. Burbank can, and receives all sorts of phrases, such as, "Fantastic job, Ryan. You should really consider being an engineer for Apple." During environmental science, Mr. Bill St. Cyr takes us for an ecological tour of campus. His knowledge of the school's physical landscape is profound, encyclopedic. He imparted to me an awareness of the incredible beauty that surrounds us and in which we gather today. Chapel begins with Elijah Soko offering the prayers and readings as eloquently as Morgan Freeman would. The spiritual tone that Elijah creates in this special place provides the backdrop for our classmates' speeches. Whether it is Gilly Kahlo, sharing some of his deepest secrets, or Aaron Davis, revealing the dedicated reasons for his pink shoes during basketball season. In United States government class, the quiet Cam Jost sits pensively in the corner of the room, and on the occasions he decides to speak, knowledge flows from him like a human computer. Spanish class and English class are after lunch. In Spanish, I marvel at how Aaron Baumgarten can analyze Pablo Neruda's poetry. He speaks of Spanish art as I imagine he solves a Rubik's Cube. Sharp-wittedly, concisely, and in about 8 seconds. And perhaps my favorite class of the day, English, brings the unbridled enthusiasm and honed wisdom of Mr. Mark Chauvin. Mr. Chauvin is a brilliant philosopher whose ways of thinking and life lessons have had a great influence on my thoughts and outlook toward life. His teaching is performed with an unmatched, cunning craft. His love of what he does is contagious. It leaks into his students. From him, I carry the idea that I study to learn rather than study for grades. And through his teaching of William Styron's Sophie's Choice and Vladimir Nabokov's Invitation to a Beheading, I discovered a keen interest in the written word in books. Similarly, Mr. Tom McGowan showed me what a true teacher should strive to be. The genuine care he shows in his students' development and learning made math a subject at which I could be successful and enjoy for the first time in my life. My advisor, Mr. John McLaughlin, encouraged me consistently. He spoke to me at my level without ever coming down from his. I hadn't experienced this kind of relationship with a teacher before. His down-to-earth attitude and humor, mixed with his devotion towards his studies at work, has given me a model to emulate. The class of 2012 does not cease to impress when the academic day is over. I'll be outside on the baseball diamond and be dumbfounded to see Derek Jeter fielding ground balls at shortstop. This visual is typically followed with the realization that, oh, that's just Potter. Or maybe I'm sitting in the auditorium wondering when Max McGillivray will do his next movie with Spielberg or Clooney. Business school destined Hanol Jean is a master beatboxer. Phil Doyle will dismantle any varsity basketball player in a game of horse. And did you know that James Williams received an amazing scholarship larger than the United States national debt? Of course, I could stand up here today and give an entire speech about my roommate, Hayden Lynch, but I will wait until our wedding for that sermon. When I am asked 50 years from now what I remember most about Brooks, the answer will absolutely be the boarding experience. The band of brothers that is created in the dormitory has been a defining experience of my daily life. And the dormmates with whom I have lived for the past 4 years have taught me in countless ways. So today, I am appropriately inspired, and thank all of you for collectively creating this sense of mine. You share it with me. So dear classmates, I ask of you this. Bring your exceptional attitudes, ethics, and energies with you as you depart Brooks. Admire and learn from your peers. Continue to be the inspirations you have been to this entire community. Regardless of how you're feeling today as you leave, you must leave knowing that you carry all of the inspiration you've received and provided with you. There is something worth witnessing at Brooks every single day. And for those of you who are rushing to crash these gates down, I beg you to slow down and take a deep breath and appreciate what we have created and what we have been given. Continue to be creative, to be bold, to be brave. And please share your inspiration with your future colleagues and friends. I can say I have been abundantly blessed with inspiring peers and mentors at Brooks. Brooks is a place flooded with bright and promising men and women whose overwhelming knowledge and creativity provide a gift for the future of this planet. So as my wise father says, search hard for inspiration, but it should not be too difficult. Just open your eyes. All the inspiration you'll ever need is sitting right here in front of me. Here's to you, class of 2012. Thank you.